A new scramble for Africa is underway, not for land, but for the minerals beneath it. The BRICS nations are racing to secure the raw materials that will power tomorrow's industries. From the copper belts of the south to the desert mines of the north, the stakes are immense. Control over these resources means control over the future of technology, energy, and global influence. China, Russia, India, Brazil, and South Africa are embedding themselves in African economies, building infrastructure, offering loans, and forging political alliances. This is a long-term strategy to guarantee a steady flow of essential materials. The language is one of partnership and mutual benefit, but the underlying dynamics are familiar. Powerful outsiders vying for Africa's riches. The question remains, who truly benefits? Will this investment lift African nations, or repeat the cycle of extraction and inequality? Every new discovery of lithium or cobalt sends ripples through global boardrooms. The battle for Africa's strategic mines is shaping the new world order. The outcome will determine which countries lead the 21st century, and which are left behind. The minerals at the heart of this race, lithium, cobalt, platinum, and uranium, are the building blocks of the modern world. Lithium and cobalt power electric cars, smartphones, and laptops. Without them, the green energy revolution stalls. Nations controlling these minerals hold the keys to future technology and economic power. Platinum is vital for catalytic converters and hydrogen production, making it essential for clean energy and industry. Uranium fuels nuclear power, offering energy security for countries like Russia and China. Control over these resources means independence from volatile oil and gas markets. These minerals are not just commodities, they are strategic assets. The global competition for them reflects their central role in shaping the future. Whoever secures these resources will dictate the pace of technological progress. The stakes could not be higher. Africa holds around 30% of the world's mineral reserves, making it the epicenter of the global resource race. The Democratic Republic of Congo supplies over half the world's cobalt, while Zimbabwe and South Africa are rich in lithium. South Africa dominates global platinum production. Zambia and the DRC form the heart of the African copper belt, vital for wiring and industry. Niger's uranium and Morocco's phosphate rock are critical for nuclear power and global agriculture. From gold to bauxite, Africa's resources are world-class, yet this wealth contrasts sharply with widespread poverty. The challenge: can African nations turn geological fortune into real development? As BRICS and others intensify their efforts, African governments face a choice: negotiate for shared prosperity, or risk repeating the mistakes of the past. The world is watching. No country has moved faster or more strategically in Africa than China. For over 2 decades, Beijing has built a vast network of investments and infrastructure, securing the minerals needed for its manufacturing and tech ambitions. China's approach is comprehensive, combining mining deals with roads, railways, and ports. In the DRC, Chinese companies control most of the world's cobalt supply, locking in access through minerals for infrastructure swaps. In Zimbabwe, Chinese firms are developing lithium mines and processing plants, capturing more value on site. This strategy gives China a powerful grip on the battery supply chain. While Western competitors hesitated, China acted decisively, gaining a first-mover advantage. By 2030, China's footprint in Africa's mining sector will be even deeper. This dominance is not just economic, it's a geopolitical shift, challenging the old order. China is now the gatekeeper for many of the world's most critical raw materials. Russia's African strategy is focused and geopolitical, with uranium at its core. As a global leader in nuclear power, Russia needs secure uranium supplies for its reactors and international projects. The Sahel, especially Niger, is a key target, home to some of the world's richest uranium deposits. Through Rosatom, Russia uses commercial deals and political influence to gain access, often displacing Western interests. Control over Niger's uranium would be a strategic win, tightening Russia's grip on the nuclear fuel market. Russia also seeks platinum, chromium, and manganese, strengthening ties with South Africa through BRICS. Russian entities, sometimes via private military companies, are active in gold and other resources in high-risk regions. Unlike China's massive projects, Russia relies on political alliances and security agreements. By 2030, Russia aims to be a key power broker in Africa's resource sector, projecting influence and securing vital materials. It's a high-stakes game of geopolitical chess. India is a latecomer to Africa's mineral race, but it's accelerating fast. As India's economy grows, so does its hunger for raw materials. New Delhi is encouraging state-owned and private firms to invest in African mining, focusing on lithium and cobalt. The joint venture cabal is leading efforts to secure exploration rights and form partnerships. India's model is collaborative, co-investing and sharing risks with African partners, aiming to avoid neo-colonial pitfalls. Historical ties and a large diaspora provide goodwill, especially along Africa's east coast. Indian companies are active in Mozambique for coal and Zambia for copper, emphasizing skill transfer and local development. India lacks China's financial firepower and moves more cautiously in volatile regions. Still, by 2030, India aims for a solid foothold in Africa's mineral sector to power its Make in India ambitions. The elephant's dance is slow, but it's strategic. India is determined not to be left behind. African nations like South Africa and Morocco are not just targets, they're major players. South Africa, a BRICS founder, holds the world's largest reserves of platinum group metals and is a top gold producer. Its mining industry and infrastructure make it a regional powerhouse and a gateway to Africa's mineral wealth. South Africa seeks investment from BRICS partners, while its own companies expand across the continent. Morocco dominates global phosphate rock, essential for fertilizers and food security. The state-owned OCP Group gives Morocco leverage in agricultural supply chains. Morocco is also exploring lithium and cobalt, aiming to link its resources to Europe's electric vehicle industry. By 2030, control of lithium, cobalt, platinum, and uranium will define industrial and technological strength. BRICS nations, through investment and partnership, are positioning themselves as primary beneficiaries of Africa's resources. Their success will shift global power away from the West. The future is being mined in Africa.